Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some new knives to check out. We have a new company, for me at least. First up, we have one coming from North Mountain Blade. This is the Kaiken. I've been loving some of their stuff on their site. They got a lot of nice looking knives and they're very well priced. This one has bronze aluminum scales with the hole pattern. There's plenty different other options. Has a deep carry clip that is inset into the bronze and countersunk screws, along with a filler tab and reversible carry here. It has this huge top flipper right here and great action. It has their SLD Magic Steel, which I'm kind of excited to test after testing that Oltons in this steel. It's got very similar composition to D2, however, good D2. Because they Rockwell these from 60 to 61. That's what North Mountain Blades has on their site. So I'm interested to test theirs out. That's a sweet looking Japanese tanto there. You got a very neutral handle. Seems to be pretty darn comfortable. It's a liner lock. So that is over stainless steel liner. So it is a little bit extra hefty. Good access to lock bar. Very smooth action. So I'll probably get started on the testing on this one fairly soon. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Anything that you see in this video, if it is available, I will have it all linked down below in the description. Well, North Mountain Blade sent me that one, and I decided to pick up this one from a buddy of mine. This is the North Mountain Blades Ultra. It has some very nice contour G10. Now, I don't like the color, but they also have ivory and I think carbon fiber. One thing I do like about these G10 scales is look how thick they are. Very nice and hand feeling. Nice snappy thumb studs for deployment. And this is riding on phosphorus bronze washers. It has a nice drop point blade. That same SLD Magic Steel. Yeah, this one, I'd say it's medium size. I can get my medium size hand all the way on there. Nice and comfortable. I think this one's gonna be really nice and comfortable in the hand. Now, this one, however, is only tip up right hand carry, and it's not a deep carry, but I'm okay with it. It's deep enough for me. Stainless steel liners. I'm guessing that's a G10 backspacer. Like I said, great action. It's nice and silky smooth. Sharpening choil on this one. At least they brought the plunge grind all the way back, so you could probably get a couple of sharpenings before you have to either do something with that or just sharpen it straight up. Bring this one back out. Sharpening choil on this one. Right there where my fingernail is, you'll have a few sharpenings before you have to do anything with that one. Next up, we have a new one from Vosteed. So this is the original one they sent me of the Vosteed Vallhund. It's a Ray Laconico design. And I did a short the other day. Personally, I think the Vallhund is Vosteed's most dialed in folder. I mean, just very well done. You got these beautiful contouring on these tie scales. The feeling of the tie just feels great. You have a front flipper and you have thumb studs. If you like clip point blades, this one's a nice clip point. And the steel on this one is S35VN. You have a blind screwed mill tie pocket clip, titanium frame lock, and nice and smooth action. Snappy and smooth. I think this one's available. They sent a new variation. This one has a black wash tie frame with bronze. I'm guessing that's a PVD coating on the hardware, thumb studs, and the blade. Blind screw mill tie pocket clip. And right out of the box, this one is snappy and I'm sure it's nice and smooth. I will say the PVD coated blades, they do cause a little bit of extra drag because they are a little bit tackier than the black wash finish or any of the stone wash finishes. But yeah, this one, God, look at that. Out of box, nice and smooth, nice and snappy. It's a medium-sized knife as well. My medium-sized hands, I can get a nice 4-finger grip on it. These are still available on the site. If you're interested in one of these, I will have it linked down below. Like I said, they have these two variants, or they have one with a 9-coated blade and just regular silver titanium. So I reviewed the Karbon knives Buckhorn on the channel a good while ago. This is Ken Onion's brand, and this one right here, I took an award at Blade Show, best something. It's got some crazy milling on that tie frame. It's got a versatile blade here. This one is an S35VN, and look at all that crazy milling again. Milling on the pocket clip, on the backspacer, and this one has a stupid smooth action. You have that flipper and thumb studs. They both work great. Well, they also released a little bit more affordable version with 14C and aluminum. And I probably carry this one more because it has thicker scales on it. Fills out the hand a little bit better. And the action on this one, redonkulous. Very, very smooth. And it has an inset liner lock there. I had no idea these were even a thing, but they have a brand new version, and that is the mini Buckhorn. So the same specs as the premium Buckhorn, the original one. Same great action. Only difference besides the size from the original is the mini has an M390 blade instead of the S35VN on the original. Just check out all that 3D milling here. Then you transition into some longitudinal milling there, more 3D milling. You even got all the milling on the back spacer and on the pocket clip, and they're completely contoured. Great action on these. This one hasn't broken in yet, but I'm sure it'll be just as smooth as those two. You have external blade stops here, tie frame lock. You have Ken Onion written on the inside of that back spacer, and Patuo is the OEM on this. My medium-sized hands, I can get a 4-finger grip on this one. And yeah, let me know what y'all think about the mini Buckhorn. Well executed, perfect execution on the sharpening choil because that plunge goes all the way back here and you have all this sharpening life. Great job there. Next up, we have one coming from Tempest Knives. This is the new Downdraft. Super exciting one here. These will be dropping 5/10/25 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Tempest Knives site. You're getting a 154 cm blade. This particular variant has the 80s camo carbon. And boy, just check out that blade. Nice. It looks like a tumbled finish. Excellent fine cut jimping there. I'm going to be doing a full review and testing of this one before the drop. You got a minimal flipper tab there with jimping. That works great. This thing has broken in so nicely from the day I got it. The reverse flick is where it's at, but you can do all the things with this one. You can thumb flick it. The OEM on this one is Cjrb Knives. I don't know the price tag on these yet. I don't know if he's announced that or not. Sorry. I literally just got this one the other day. I will try to have all that stuff for the full review and testing. Perfect sharpening choil, tons of sharpening life, and Casey always does a fantastic job, I think, with his designs. I've liked every single design he's even done. You have a reversible wire pocket clip. Yeah, super lightweight because of the carbon fiber inset in there, and they have been heavily skeletonized on top and bottom. But we'll go more in depth for the full review that will be dropping before the 10th. I'll ask Casey the exact day he would like. Cannot say how much I like this one. I've carried this one every single day since I've gotten it. I think I've got it, I don't know, whenever I did the short on it, that's whenever this first came in. So we reviewed the One Track Mind Ire on the channel. This was his first design. This is the first time I had heard of One Track Mind, and I was so impressed with his first design that I pre-ordered this immediately after I finished the review. Beautiful knife, super thinly ground, comfortable, nice full-size knife. Well, he's got a new design. So this right here is the One Track Mind Zorn. And just check that beautiful milling out. It's on both sides. You got nice contouring. The OEM on this one is Riot. You have his sweet designer logo right there on the pivot. This one is a front flipper and you have the blade hole. The front flipper has excellent, look at that fine cut jimping. I mean, excellent. Grabs the finger perfectly. And this is an inset liner lock, so you can do the reach around if you want. And nice and smooth action. You can thumb flick it. The reverse flick is excellent. The blade shape, he said, is Tonto-ish. But all I can say is it's a beauty right here. You got a compound ground S90V blade. Nice deep hollow right here. So this is going to be super slicey. You got a flat grind up here in the front. You got a beautiful crown spine. All the things I love. Look at that tip. Look at that sharpening choil. That's how you do it right there, people. So the actual plunge, let's see. It looks like it's going to be to about right here. Maybe further because it's a hollow grind right here. But it looks like that's where it's starting to thicken up. Yeah, you can see where that stop pin's hitting right there. So, you know, if I had, well, we'll talk about it more in the full video. Look how thick. And it's just milled to fit in there. You got a tie back spacer, mill tie pocket clip. It's not lefty friendly. I don't know if there's gonna be lefty versions or not. I'll have to ask him that and let y'all know for the full video. I'm not a lefty, so that was my fault. Next up, we have the new Cjrb Sasaya, I think it is. And I had no idea how big this knife was. And when I say big, it's not huge or anything. But you have on this variant, you got the wood scales, stainless steel bolsters over a stainless steel frame, flow-through construction, 2 hourglass standoffs. You have a deep carry pocket clip. That's a little different, the way it spoons out like that. And it is reversible. Nice to see. You have a nice blade hole. Excellent action. And the one thing I noticed right away with this one, okay, first you got the shilling cutter blade, kind of like the Vosteed Nightshade, and it's starting to become a pretty popular blade shape, and I think it's because of how well these perform. If you've never used a shilling cutter blade, just buy one, especially one of the more affordable ones. And if you like a good versatile blade shape, this is where it's at. Now, one thing I do like about this one a whole lot is, you have that full flat grind, but look how thin that blade stock is. I cannot wait to start doing some testing with this one. I guarantee you it is going to be a slicey knife. This one, being it's in the budget format, it's in their RPM 9 steel. It's got a nice stone wash finish. Wish they would have crowned that spine. That would have been nice. You do have some jimping. It's mainly aesthetics. It gives you a little bit of traction, but it's kind of rounded over there. This is a button lock, but yeah, it's a smooth one. And just for a size reference, I'm going to bring out the Vosteed Nightshade, another shilling cutter, a way more dramatic shilling cutter, as you can see there, the way the Vosteed Nightshade just kind of bows. This one does it, but not half as much. But just look pivot to pivot there. Look at the difference in size. I would just call the Sasaya a large knife. If you go butt to butt, you got about, it looks like about either 3/4 of an inch, half an inch, somewhere in that area. I'm gonna do the review and testing on this one. I would love to be able to check out. They have a premium version with S90V and titanium. Hopefully I can get my hands on that one too, because yeah, I would love me some S90 that thin. They got the sharpening choil done perfectly. You can be able to sharpen to right there because they brought that plunge grind almost all the way back. Yeah. This is going to be a super fun one. And this last one is an Artisan cutlery knife. I'm really interested to hear y'all take on this and you see what I'm talking about. So we have the new Artisan cutlery Revel. This is a more affordable version because it has the FRN instead of titanium. And I don't know what they did different between this FRN and say the FRN on the Pyrite Light, because that texture, everything feels grippier on this. Not saying that that one's slippery, but this one just has a different feel to it. You still have that blade hole. This one has a stone wash finish instead of the satin finish. And I believe the sharpening choil is done a little better on this one from what I recall. I don't have my Revel next to me. This is a Ray Laconico design. They have a titanium frame lock version that has an S90V blade. Mine is the one with the MagnaCut blade, but you're getting S90V, and instead of the tie, you have the FRN scales. And then instead of the frame lock, you're getting a button lock on this one instead of the tie frame lock. It feels good in hand. Jimping feels okay. I mean, it's moderate traction jimping. And instead of the milled tie clip, you have the stainless clip. And one cool thing about this one is the fact that the original was not a lefty friendly. This one, however, is tapped for lefties. So love seeing that. And I think this one comes in at $90 total. What are y'all thoughts on that? Do y'all like having stuff like this to where you can get a chance to get a premium blade steel, but you're getting the FRN instead for a cheaper price like that? Or do you not like it? I'd love to hear y'all thoughts in the comments. I always like to gauge, what are y'all thinking about that? I think it's a good thing, personally, especially if you're wanting that design and you don't have the money to shell out for a $200 or $200+ knife, whatever. I forget what they cost. Pretty sure the S90V version was $200, and I think the MagnaCut version was like $250, something like that. But do y'all like whenever they do this, or no? Or do y'all like whenever they do them with the premium blade steel and it looks just like the tie version except it's stainless steel? I personally think I prefer this more, but I want to hear y'all thoughts in the comments. I know usually people are 50-50 on that, but yeah, Let's hear it down in the comments. What y'all prefer? Do y'all prefer just to have the tie version and save up for it, or have the opportunity to get it with the FRN, or would you rather it with the steel handle? So any of the knives that you saw in this video today interest you, they will all be linked down in the description below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those down below and I'll do my best to get back with you. I hope every single one of y'all is having a fantastic weekend. And remember, keep those blades sharp, smile more. Peace!